Recently, I finished playing Sonic Mania, and I've been playing it non-stop for the past few weeks. When I first started the game up, I was having a good time, but found some negative flaws, one zone in particular, which caused me to take a long break. Thankfully though, I got past that part and finished the game up. Since I've played over 25 hours of Sonic Mania already, I think it's the perfect time to see if this really is the savior of the Sonic franchise people have been praising it for. Here is my official review of Sonic Mania. To judge Sonic Mania fairly, I've broken the review down into 5 main categories, which are gameplay, story, bosses, music, and atmosphere. I left out open world because Sonic Mania isn't really an open world game. So without further ado, let's get right into the gameplay category. When Mario went to 3D, Sonic followed suit. Unfortunately, in the past 2 decades, Sonic has continued to fumble around in 3D, only amassing a few solid titles. Sonic Mania goes back to that classic 2D formula that we all came to know and love and expands on it with many new mechanics, zones, moves, and controls. Each zone is beautifully created and has a perfect balance between precise platforming and spots that'll send you a million miles an hour. Sonic's movement is very different from Mario's, which was the thing that I was a bit worried about when first going into Sonic Mania. Fortunately, I got used to it quick, and now I kinda prefer it to Mario's 2D controls. Sonic controls so well, and the fast-paced gameplay is so addicting and a joy to play. The flowing momentum in each zone lets each new mechanic shine, but not overstay its welcome. Each zone is also made to perfectly fit each character, and speaking of characters, this game has some good ones. I got Sonic Mania Plus, so in addition to Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, we got Mighty and Ray. Sonic plays like a dream. The power-ups he can use boost his playability, as he doesn't have as many standout moves as the rest of the crew. The one new move I love about Sonic is that if you jump and hold B, Sonic will get a big boost forward. It keeps the momentum going instead of having to do a spin dash. I think that's what it's called. Sonic Mania is my first Sonic game, so I don't really know the ins and outs of the series. Tails is also pretty cool with his hover ability. Knuckles though is by far my favorite. I love that he can glide, and his ability to climb lets Knuckles explore every part of each level. Mighty is pretty alright too. I like his ability to strike downward, but I just wish he had a little bit more going for him, like how Knuckles has 2 abilities. Finally, we have Ray, who I feel like I would love if I wasn't so terrible at playing him. I love his ability to glide downward and upward, but I never found parts in each of the levels that made good use of it. And by the way, the levels or zones in this game are amazing. Each has a color palette that pops right out and distinguishes each one from its predecessor. One thing I can really appreciate about Sonic Mania zones is how polished they are. There are no really frustrating parts that would annoy me like in a Mario game, and each feels like it's been played over and over to find any bugs and glitches, which I haven't found any of yet. Each zone is so replayable with so many branching paths and secrets to uncover. Each bonus level is fun and actually feels like a bonus level. So many bonus levels just feel like here's a room full of coins. But Sonic Mania's bonus levels have a decent amount of challenge that are just so easy to mess up, so it's very tense. Fortunately, the reward is great. Getting each Chaos Emerald lets you become Super Sonic. While I haven't gotten all of them yet, I've seen it online and it looks like so much fun. My only gripes with Sonic Mania's gameplay is the water mechanics, which are just abysmal. Sonic moves so slowly and I feel like I never got to enjoy the zone as I was constantly worried about drowning. Also, I feel like the mechanic where if you get smushed between 2 objects you automatically die just kinda felt unfair. With super fast-paced gameplay, it was fairly common to just die randomly when I got smushed between 2 moving objects. Other than that, Sonic Mania has a super addicting and fun to play gameplay that goes extremely well with excellent levels and some great characters. Story, however, is where Sonic Mania kinda doesn't do so great. To be honest, I didn't even know that there was a story. Something about Eggman stealing this pink ruby and lots of robots chasing me. I don't know. This story, even if it was a story, was not very good. With no dialogue or text, I have no idea what's going on. At least the fun gameplay levels made me forget about the lack of story. I mean, I finished the game without knowing anything about the story, and I still had a great time. I just wish the game had some type of plot. It didn't have to do with some emotional journey, but at least give me a plot or some type of exposition or dialogue so I have some idea what's going on. So all in all, this game doesn't really have a real plot or story. If you're gonna have a story, and if you're not, then don't. Sonic Mania has some awesome bosses, and some pretty forgettable ones. Each act has a boss. You could say that most of them are mini-bosses, but I mean, it has boss in the title, it's a boss. The ones like the helicopter chase in Studiopolis, fight against Metal Sonic in Stardust Speedway, and the final boss fight against Dr. Eggman, those, I mean, are absolutely epic. The music and the atmosphere is intense. The visuals in each one are spectacular, and they each pack a fair amount of challenge, which made losing them that much more devastating. On the other hand, the mini-bosses are not so great. A lot of them have some good ideas and a nice concept, but fall flat on their face when they take like 5 hits to kill. With so many rings, I could just spam the jump button, and if they got hit, I just pick one of the many rings up that I fell and just continue hitting the jump button. Some of these are pretty fun, like the battle in Mirage Saloon or the ninja robot fight in Press Garden, but they're just way too short and are only a few compared to the many bosses that are just so forgettable. In the end, Sonic Mania has some great and intense bosses, but then there are just some that just are so quick, easy, and really forgettable. Say what you want about them being mini bosses, but if they were just made a bit harder and longer, they could have been way more memorable and just so much more fun. Sonic Mania's soundtrack just instantly blew me away. The funky tunes just lift up every zone exponentially. And they got Michael freaking Jackson. The variety of instruments in each track makes each zone special and infinitely memorable. I've got a playlist of the whole soundtrack on YouTube that I listen to all the time. It's great. One of my best memories of the music in Sonic is Green Hill Zone Act 2. At first I was like, yeah, it's pretty good, nothing that special. And then I heard the music and I was like, best zone in the game. 10 out of 10, masterpiece. This soundtrack is truly one of a kind and is surprisingly consistent. So many soundtracks I listen to have some great songs, but most of them are just not that great. Sonic Mania's soundtrack is consistent as heck. While there are a few oddball tracks, compared to the other soundtracks, they're still pretty solid. To sum up, bravo to Sonic Mania's soundtrack. Masterpiece. Sonic Mania has this beautiful and laid-back atmosphere. You can just sit down and blow through the entire game in 2 hours, and it'll go by in what feels like 10 minutes. Each zone has a perfect length, so that you can get everything you need out of it, but you're never really tired of any zone. Not like in this zone, each one's like 5 minutes, so the next one's right around the corner. Literally, Green Hill Zone Act 2 takes like a minute and a half to complete. I've played it like 10 times already and I just want it to be longer almost because I'm having so much fun. This game is just the epitome of fun. Each zone in this game is pure fun, plain and simple. Usually games have a comedic or sad or mysterious atmosphere, but Sonic Mania is just laid back fun. So many games try to make you feel something. The Last of Us is this very emotional game that'll make you cry multiple times. Uncharted is a comedic thrill ride, but Sonic Mania is just a fun game that you can completely lose yourself in. While Sonic Mania does have some flaws like its story or mini-bosses, They don't even begin to stack up in front of everything that Sonic Mania does right. The music is fantastic, the gameplay is addicting and fun, the characters are diverse, and it's just a joy to play. I'm surprised this game wasn't even nominated for Game of the Year for 2017. I mean, when PUBG is nominated instead of Sonic Mania, you begin to think if Game of the Year is more about popularity over quality. I give Sonic Mania a 91 out of 100. This is an extremely polished game that is so much fun to play and a must-have for any Sonic fan, or anyone that just loves video games. While Sonic Mania is made by fan studios, it has a level of professionality that many games nowadays don't have. This is an absolute win for the Sonic franchise, and a game that I firmly believe people will fondly look over for the coming years. Thanks for watching. I've been playing this game non-stop for the past few weeks and I am loving every second of it. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. Potato Sensei, out.